Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I've got some beef with myself because, this is what my face looks like, and I like it, and I put a little bit of makeup on today. It's literally just eye makeup. I don't wear skin makeup because I hate it. And I went to work like this for the one client that I had this morning, and I'm going in the gym, and instead of, going in and being like, oh my god, I'm so pretty, I just hide my identity. And I do this every time. I don't want people knowing who I am. I don't want people looking at me or anything. And yeah, 24/7 like this.
I love the way you like 24/7. I'm wearing some makeup, not too much because I don't like. You're also wearing a filter. How have you been on TikTok for so long and act like we don't see you when you're wearing a filter? TikTok has a feature where it shows you're wearing a filter. You didn't knew or you just didn't care and went on with the lie.
Guys who say body count matters are literally saying they think men don't have value. How do I know this? It's in the math. So here's a common statement used by these guys. The more males a female has been with, the more she loses value. So what that statement actually means is my belief is males have a less than zero value. Let's take a look at the math. If a male had a value of 0, a female who would have to have a value of at least 1, sleeping with him, would still have a value of 1. Because for a woman to lose value, she would have to have a minimum of a +1 value. So sleeping with a male doesn't take away her value if he's a 0, but if he's a -1, if he has a maximum of -1, then 1 minus 1 equals 0. So her 1 would lose value. I don't know about you ladies, but I'm not listening to people who tell me they're zeros.
Yeah, that's alright. I also listen to people who know actual math, not girls' math. Math, not girls' math, will tell you that both people start from zero and move their way up. Both men and women will start from zero, and not women start from +1 and guys start from -1. Men who say body count matter, blah blah blah. Also, women who state that body count doesn't matter are only saying it as an excuse because they have a high body count.
I need people to understand that when I post a thirst trap, it's actually not a thirst trap at all, and I actually don't want any men to see it or engage with it. What it is it's an anthropological record for my future grandchildren of when I was hot.
If you're that hot, you would not need a thirst trap. And no, you're not documenting anything for your future grandkids. You already have the pictures in your phone, you don't need to post them.
I become so dominant when I'm around strong-willed men. I like a man that's really scary and dominating, but I want to dominate him. And so the idea of my man playing a game of pool and me standing behind him and caressing my little body around him and holding the pool stick from behind with him and show him how to do it would really do something for me. And I just had that thought. I was like, I want to go play some pool. And then I was like, I want to play some pool on a really thick-bodied man. But stand behind him, of course. I don't want to let him show him that I'm submissive at all.
Well, at least for now, you don't have any men. And that's okay, I'm sure you can dominate your battery operated device.
Let me just say this. I made a video about my experience as a curvy girl going to Europe and Mediterranean, and it's gotten a lot of views, and now there's an entire discourse in my comments about my body shape, right? And not that it's anybody's business, to be honest, but I'm just gonna clear it up because I'm so tired of seeing this shit in my comments. But I said in my original video, I'm not plus size or anything like that. One, the reason I don't consider myself plus size is because I wear a size 10 in jeans. I don't think a size 10 is plus size, at least for American standards, right? Like, it's not. Honestly, I would consider plus size like 18, 20, 16 or something like that, right? That's what I consider myself plus size. And the reason that I don't too is because I understand how damaging it could be to the plus size community if me as a mid-size size 10 girl consider myself plus size. And the people that are commenting on my video calling me plus size, it's clear that the intention is to try to diss me, or they're using it as something negative. And let me be very, very clear when I say this. I don't give a
I'm sure you don't, that's why you made this video addressing the comments, if there were any. And to be honest, I really don't care what you consider to be plus size or not. I know what I consider to be plus size or not, and oh no, what a shock for me, that's what matters. But at least I'm glad, as always, to be learning something new. There's a plus size community? What do they do? Nah, never mind, I don't care about that either.
Okay, so a man that I was supposed to go on a date. I'm sorry, I'm an adult. A man that I was supposed to go on a date with canceled on me a couple hours before. Let's unpack it.
I'll help you out a bit because you turned this into a 4 minutes long video. They used to talk on the phone. She found out that he broke up with his ex in January. She found that to be too soon. Then she found out that he's still friends with his ex. She didn't like that either. And we kind of finally got to the point.
And as I hang up the phone, I'm like, okay, see you at 4:30. Don't bring your ex-girlfriend with you. Clearly was a joke. Clearly was a joke. Just who I am as a person. He, however, did not take that as a joke because he texted me a couple minutes after we hung up the phone and was like, yeah, we can scratch this. I clearly can tell that you'll be upset that I'm cordial or I talk to my ex, and I don't want to deal with the comments about it. I'm like, okay, actually, bet this was great. I'm glad that we could communicate that and just come to terms with the fact that we're probably not compatible before meeting so that we don't waste each other's time. But I'm sitting here like, I didn't even want to put myself out there to begin with. And then when I did, this is what happened. Moral of the story, dating is really hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my girl texting her exes either, so I can't fault you for that, but I still don't see the point of your video. He was respectful, he texted you and he cancelled the date. In a world where everyone's ghosting each other, to be fair, you got more than what most people get.
A lot of men don't realize, and women will vouch for me, we don't actually say what we mean, we say what we feel. Mic drop.
That's a very difficult thing for a lot of guys to comprehend because we hear what you say and then we think that's what you mean. Because men speak and think in terms of logic. And if you say something, we assume that's probably what you mean. But what you're saying is that often you might say something that you feel which isn't actually what you mean.
Yes.
See how confusing that is?
She doesn't see it as confusing, that's why she said, poof, mic drop. Some of them will say stuff like that, being all proud of themselves, and then they'll show up on TikTok complaining that men are not good at communication. Well, okay then.
I want this man to do gross, disrespectful, unspeakable, borderline illegal things to me. I want us to be done and him not be able to look at me after, not be able to talk to me after.
That's usually how it works. He's done, he gets that clarity after, he gets dressed, he leaves. You, well, you get to post what happened on your special account for everyone to see if they're willing to pay the $4.99 a month. So it's a win-win if you care to look at it that way.
Very unpopular opinion, but if they never unfollowed you, they never liked you. And if they blocked you, they love you.
Whatever lies you need to tell yourself, princess, you go ahead.
Hello.
Alright, and this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.